Good evening, everybody. This is the Parks, Library, and Arts Committee meeting on the 20th of July of 2021. And we have present Chair Van Rees, Bradford, Hager, Hancock, Hauser, and Stiles. We have a handful of resolutions. Before we get started, I wanted to thank the Metro Arts for replying to some of the questions that came over from our last meeting. And I know that Metro Parks has also took notes on what it was that we were asking in regard to letting us know as they're fulfilling some of these jobs if they're having any labor problems in getting those things fulfilled. I know we've heard from, at least I've heard from WeGo that we're having trouble finding bus drivers. So if you guys know, that's a great job. And so if some people in your districts are interested in Parks Department or WeGo, then jobs are available. We're going to move forward then to resolutions 2021 1043. Accepts a grant from the Tennessee Arts Commission to the Metro Arts Commission for general operating support to expand, improve, and develop the arts in Tennessee. Do you have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Awesome. Any discussion? This is a basic operating grant. Yes.
Yes. I would love to hear in what way are we looking to expand arts?
Well, that's a big question. Caroline Vincent with Metro Arts. So lots of ways. I mean, I think with this particular grant, what we're hoping to do, this is just strictly operating funds, but it allows us to kick off our strategic planning process. We have a consultant team on board that just had the final meeting with procurement last week, so we're hoping to do sort of a community-wide, involving stakeholders and community members and the arts community in sort of envisioning what we'd like to see for the next 5 to 10 years in arts and culture in Nashville. So that's really a large chunk of this will go toward that bucket.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Can I ask something? Do y'all ever go out to the Arts Center in Old Hickory, or do they get any grants out there, do you know?
I don't think so. I know we had it on our list for public art at some future point, or community center at, and we had a Thrive award out there in recent years, but I have not seen one come through.
Okay.
Like in the last fiscal year that I'm aware of.
So will these grants supply them any funds at all, or do you know?
Well, this grant particularly supports our operations, so it supports staff and
Just
our
the general
strategic
operation.
planning. Our Thrive bucket will increase this year due to the funding that you approved in our operating budget. So we will see an increase in the availability of Thrive funds. So we're hopeful that we'll have more of those, more opportunities there. That is open right now, that application. We'll have a round that closes, I believe, next week, and then we'll have another round in the latter part of the fall.
All right, thank you.
Any other questions or discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
And I don't see any opposed. Fantastic. Moves to resolution 2021-1049. Accepts a grant from the Tennessee State Library and Archives to the Metro Nashville Public Library to provide funds to hire computer instructors to provide free technology training to the general public. Do you have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or discussions on this? It is what it is. Fantastic.
How is the information going to get out to the public that this is available? Because some of the people that may need this may not be on the internet.
Angela McWeth-Prosser with the library. Our digital inclusion group has contacts with all of the senior towers, and then our Limitless Libraries has contact with all the schools, so they're getting the word out that way. They will be advertised in the library where they can, in studio with the children, with the teens, there's advertisement that this is what we're going to be doing. Some of the neat classes they're offering is Intro to Laptop Computers, Intro to Email, telehealth. So they've got several classes they want to do on Intro to Telehealth. It's a big thing, talking to the doctor through the computer. So they're going to be doing, letting people know that that's going to be what they're trying to do.
I just wondered because sometimes, we think, oh, but you will send an email to folks about how to learn to use email. wanted to make sure that,
Yeah, I would think that 50 Forward and some of the senior towers and things would be really good low-hanging fruit, 'cause I know 50 Forward offers a lot of that as well, and so people that the schedule doesn't work, then they can go to the library. The library is gonna be completely, I know that Jessica Piper at the Masson Library said that some of the programming was still kind of getting back up to speed, and that they'd hope that the teens would start coming back again when school started again. Is that basically the same kind of result countywide from what you
Yeah,
guys
with
are
the main
seeing?
library, we've had teens in already, but it does pick up when school's in session, particularly at Maine, because the students from Hume Fogg come over after school, and they really get it, and anytime school's out, we get a lot of teens. But as libraries are phased in, those programs are coming online too.
I'm kind of riffing right now, because I'm wondering whether or not Metro Libraries needs to talk to the Metro Health Department about vaccine outreach in the libraries.
Yours is already open, mine opens August the 3rd, I think.
Yeah, ours is open, but
It's
traffic
only-
is not,
It's on a short
yeah.
schedule.
I'll ask that.
Well, mine's
Why
August
not?
3rd.
I don't know if there's any reason not to. I'm staring at legal. Okay, good. Okay, all those in favor of this grant from the Tennessee State Library?
Aye.
All right. Fantastic. Resolution 2021-1050 accepts a grant from the Tennessee State Library and Archives to the Metro Nashville Public Library to target library materials to persons having difficulty using a library and to provide special services to children and the underserved. Motion?
So moved.
Okay. Questions?
Yes.
Yes.
So, having difficulty in what way?
Well, we buy large print books. We buy databases in Spanish and other languages to help people with that. And a big chunk of this is general education support. So any books like that would help in the learning process. This is a grant that normally we get every year for $51,000, and this year I think partly because of the director's lobbying, the state upped it an additional $963,000. So that's what put us over the million, and so now we have $1,015,000 to spend on all
Does
this.
it have to be specifically earmarked just for that purpose only?
It has to be special services to children and young people and to promote general education support services. And also, 10,000 of it has to be spent on persons having difficulty using library and underserved, which traditionally has been large print books for that kind of the population that needs those.
Okay, and then what not used, does it go back to the state?
If we don't use it, it will go back to the state, but I can guarantee you that's not going to happen.
good.
Include any braille?
Yes, equal access is included in the disadvantaged. I will ask specifically about Braille. I know we do a lot of stuff with the sign language books and things. But
The Talking Library used to be in Madison for years and now is downtown. Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Seeing none opposed. Going on to Resolution 2021-1051, accepts an in-kind grant from Creative Parks Nashville to the Metro Board of Parks and Recreation for improvements to the Centennial Arts Center shed roof project. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
You wanna explain this a little bit?
Are you here too?
Okay, well, it's basically, a $4,000 in-kind, grant for installation of, a ceiling fan and any electrical, equipment or installation needed for that.
Okay, cool.
What is shed roof?
Shed roof project.
Yes, where is this?
It's at the Centennial Arts, and they're redoing the shed at the,
Oh, so it's specifically the roof on a shed?
yes, yes,
Not
yes.
how to build a shed roof.
Shed roof.
Is that art shed roof's cool and put greases on
So
them?
they're having some work done on the shed roof, the roof of the shed, and so
Okay.
that's to help with
It could have been
those.
many different things. Okay,
fantastic.
thank you.
See no other questions, all those in favor?
Aye.
Fantastic. And lastly, RS 2021-1052 approves Amendment 1 to a grant from the Friends of Shelby Park and Bottoms to the Metro Board of Parks and Recreation to provide various repair and construction improvements to Shelby Park and Bottoms. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Are there any questions? I see Mr. Withers is
How much is it? How much is it?
How much is the grant
Grant?
from
Well,
Shelby
actually,
Bottoms?
this is the amendment to the grant. This is, I think we,
Oh, approves the
it
amendment.
just changes, yeah, this just changes the language to Metro Parks carpenters doing the work to repair the roof. I think the previous grant was on either, not the last one, but the one before that, to approve the work to be done to the mission
Okay.
shelter. But this is just changing it to our carpenters doing the work and being paid, compensated for the work being done.
Sounds like a plan. Any other questions? All those in favor? None opposed. We always have good stuff on our committee. This is great. I love accepting money from other people in order to. Any other questions or announcements or any other whatnots for parks, libraries, or arts? Seeing none, our meeting's adjourned.
Thank you.
I have you one of the resolutions.
Yes, good.
I'm glad you said that.